Okay guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. I'm sure many of you are aware or have heard of the different rural immigration programs in Canada. Basically, these programs cater to skilled workers. Okay, maaari po silang makakuha ng permanent residency by working in participating rural towns. And of course, ang isa sa mga end goal niyan, doon din sila mag-settle. Okay, doon din sila mag-settle. Siyempre, to help populate the far-flung areas. No? Ngayon, we're gonna talk about a specific rural immigration program sa isang town sa British Columbia. Ang pangalan po, naku, baka magkamali ako, no? Sabihin nyo na lang dyan sa comment section kung paano babasahin ito kung mali kong masabi. North Okanagan Shuswap. Okay? So, participating community po yan sa Rural Community Immigration Pilot or RCIP. Nakakalungkot naman, ano, guys, no? Ang dami na natin mga kababayan nagsilipatan na sa totoo lang in different rural towns dahil dito na po sila ngayon umaasa na ma-PR sila with the help of employers in these rural towns. Diba? Yung mga nahirapan ng makakuha ng PR pathway sa express entry o iba't ibang mga PNP streams na akala nila madudraw sila pero hindi. So ayun, nagsilipatan, ano? Andito na sila sa iba't ibang rural towns. I don't know if I have a viewer in North Okanagan Shuswap. Let me know, no, kung kamusta kayo dyan. So, ang RCIP dito, bigla pong kinancel yung supposed pangalawang intake nila. Ano po ba ibig sabihin ng intake? Di ba po, merong mga mag-a-apply. Kumbaga, yung pag-draw nila from the pool of applicants. Okay, o pag nominate or something from that pool of applicants. There was supposed to be a second batch of intakes noong July 17. And it turns out, no, nako, biglang, unexpected, I'm sure by many, kinancel pala yun. Sige, puntahan natin yung website nito, no, para makita natin yung mismong announcement. Yan. Ito po yan. You can visit this yourselves. North Okanagan Shuswap. Nandito sa bandang yan, ng notice nila. Sabi dito. Due to unprecedented demand and overwhelming interest, the Rural Community Immigration Pilot Team have been forced to cancel the scheduled intake window beginning July 17th, 2025. Hundreds of applications have been received, exceeding the RCIP team's capacity to assess them. As such, the decision has been made to cancel the second intake window as to allow the team to manage the current application stockpile and give space for the team to increase our capacity and efficiency. Okay, this is not the first time we've heard of, nagsarado halimbawa ang isang immigration pathway, whether rural o PNP stream, mga ganyan. Because sa dami, no, ng mga applicants. Puno na, kumbaga alam nila na sapat na to, mapupuno na yung allocation. Oy, by the way, those interested in RCIP or mga rural immigration pathways, it's not that easy also to get into that or to get PR through that dahil may specific allocation lang po yung mga rural towns kung ilan lang ang pwede nilang tanggapin. So halimbawa, no, in this case, yun na nga, sobrang dami na, palagay nila, sapat na o mapupuno na, hindi nila kaya i-assess pa yung mga maaaring mag-submit. Okay, pero ang tanong, yun lang ba talaga ang dahilan dito? According to this notice portion, parang yun lang, no? Pero apparently not. Meron na agad napansin itong North Okanagan Shuswap na mga kababalaghan na namang nangyayari sa programa. A form of corruption, if I may say, coming from the side of employers. Kasi nung pinuntahan ko itong site na ito, nakasulat dito. Ayan up mo lang ng konti, lalabas to. For a deeper understanding of the legal, ethical, and community implications surrounding the misuse of RCIP job offer in North Okanagan Shuswap, we encourage you to read the full blog post here. May ganong mention. So, ngayon, pinuntahan ko. At ito po yan. I'm guessing more than the volume of applicants factor, ito ang isang malaking dahilan siguro kung bakit nagsara bigla yung second intake nila. Tingnan nyo. Abuse of RCIP endorsed jobs in North Okanagan, Suswa. Okay, yung consequences niya. Posted po to June 20, 2025. So June pa lang yun na nga, meron na silang nakikitang mga problematic job offers being made through the employers, accredited employers. Kasi po kailangan ng isang employer in a participating rural town, dapat yan usually nagpapa-accredit po para po sila ay makapag-hire under the Rural Immigration Program or the RCIP. So, may mga eligibility requirements yan, how long na po sila nag-ooperate, etc. Okay, yung workforce percentage nila, ilan lang ang pwede nilang i-hire from foreign workers, etc. And also, may eligibility requirements din guys for the skilled workers. I-research nyo lang yan kung kayo ay interesado mag-RCIP. Okay, eto na. Tignan nyo dito. Recently, concerns have emerged about employers allegedly charging money or requesting other forms of compensation from applicants in exchange for job offers endorsed under the Rural Community Immigration Pilot Program or RCIP. Yan. Of course, may applicants willingly participating in these illicit arrangements. Ano ba yan? Why am I not surprised? Lahat na lang talaga ng mga aring pagkakitaan sa mga immigration programs. Nakikita natin, Sabi dito, such actions not only undermine the integrity of the program but also violate multiple Canadian laws and regulations. Nako, yung mga kababayan natin, not in this town lang mag-ingat kayo. Kung kayo ay engaged sa ganyan, binili ninyo yung job offer ninyo, ingat-ingat kayo I won't be surprised if the IRCC will eventually look into this. Sa mga panahon ngayon, sinasabi ko sa inyo, isang anonymous tip lang, nako po, it can trigger an investigation sa community ninyo, sa employer ninyo, etc. Okay. Sabi dito, reports indicate that certain employers within the North Okanagan Shuswap community may be offering RCIP-endorsed job positions exchanged for money, gifts, or services from immigration applicants. Ano kaya ang services ito? In some cases, sabi dito, applicants may proactively offer payment. Yung iba talaga daw nag-aalok din. Why am I not surprised? Talaga nga naman. Or favors, offer payment or favors to secure a position that qualifies them for permanent residency under the RCIP framework. These transactions are not only unethical but also illegal. Okay, obviously, yung town mismo may alam na. Siguro may mga na-identify na ito. I won't be surprised. No? Obviously, I think meron na mga employers. Baka biglang nawala sa listahan nila ng accredited employers. No? Hindi ko palang na-check yan. Consequences for employers. Employers found engaging in these practices may face severe penalties, including permanent removal from the RCIP list of designated employers. They will lose the ability to hire foreign workers. Tapos maaari pa silang imbestigahan ng federal government, mapatawa ng fines and criminal charges, and of course, damage to business reputation and potential civil liability. Ito yan. Ito rin, Naku po, malupit na sanction din to. They may face sanctions from the CRA and Employment Social Development Canada if wage manipulation, or false job descriptions are involved. Ano bang pinag-uusapan dyan? Yung siguro, just to qualify for the program, lalagay nila na yung job offer sa'yo, ito ang sweldo. Pero yun pala, in reality, maliit ang binibigay nila doon sa worker. False job descriptions din. Kasi po, hindi po lahat ng employer maaaring ma-accredit as a designated employer. Ang bawat rural town, nag-identify po lang sila ng mga priority sectors. Let's say in healthcare, o construction, ano man, So usually, yung mga employers within those categories lang po ang maaaring magpa-accredit o magpa-designate. Siguro, no? And also, yun, fake job descriptions because may specific jobs lang din po no maaaring i-offer under these programs. So siguro, para kumita, no? Kumita din, makakuha ng applicants na baka willing bayaran sila, no? Sinasabi nilang, oo, meron kaming ganyang kailangan na trabaho, pero yung pala hindi naman, no? Para lang sila, again, maka-hire. Para sila ma-designate at maka-hire ng mga taong pagkakaisahan nila, pagkakakitaan nila, kaabusuhin nila. Ay nako, ito na, consequences for applicants no engaged in these illegal practices. Obviously, refusal or revocation of permanent residency. O guys, tignan nyo. Pwede kayong mahabol kung kayo ay maging PR na later on through RCIP. Isipin nyo mabuti yan. 5-year ban from reapplying to any Canadian immigration program. Possible deportation and inadmissibility under Canadian immigration law and legal proceedings for misrepresentation. The way I see it, it's like a smaller scale Lamia, no? Ganun na naman ang nangyayari, guys, di ba? Of course, ang consequence na naman yan, ayan, sarado muna ang intake. Who knows when it's going to resume? Di ba? It means kung sarado, naagawan nyo ng pagkakataon yung mga legitimate, no, na mababait, na hindi mangiisa sa sistema na naman. Ito na naman tayo, paulit-ulit. Diba? Anyway, let me know your thoughts about this again. I won't be surprised, no? Isang taon lang ito. Malamang sa hindi nangyayari din ito in the different rural immigration programs. Di baka ang ending, biglang mag-suspend rin muli sila, no? Mag-suspend rin sila ng intake. Kawawa naman yung mga kababayan natin ano, na umaasa dyan, na honest. Ito na naman tayo, ano ba yung walang katapusan. O siya, let me know your comments down there. I look forward to reading them. I'll end this episode here. See you guys in the next one. Bye!